Okay, good morning. It is Thursday, September 6th, and I am bringing this video to you to talk about the Virgo New Moon. When we have a new moon, the moon and the sun are conjunct, meaning they're together at the same degree. This is at 17 degrees Virgo is this new moon, and that's where the sun is too. And in this lunation, we are working with Neptune in opposition in Pisces. Neptune is exactly opposite the zodiac in Pisces, stationing to go retrograde. So we have an interesting polarity we're working with again here. Last time we talked was for the Pisces full moon. So we were still talking about this Pisces-Virgo axis. And this month, or this week, we're still working with that polarity of the divine love of the all that is, that mystical sweetness of that Piscean energy, in opposition with perfectionist, healer Virgo. It's the water of the all that is, and then bringing us into the wisdom of the Earth Mother, in the all that is of the natural world. In perfect Virgo style, like this video, I re-listened to the video that I shot yesterday to talk about this Virgo new moon. Also, Mercury moved into Virgo, and Mercury is the planetary ruler of Virgo. And it's like Virgo's words can be so precise and so clear and like sharp cutting in like a precise way that doesn't have a lot of filler words. I use a lot of filler words, and I was re-listening to just the first minute of my video that I shot yesterday. It's like, I cannot put this out there. It was just not perfect enough. And that is a very Virgoan energy, right? It's like our best is never good enough, in a certain way. And that's a Virgo kind of shadow tendency, but also a part of its gift is that it refines and refines and refines and distills and cuts away excess to bring about the best. And so if you want a Virgo to thoroughly get the job done to the perfection, precise, nth degree, if I ever want my closet cleaned out, or if I want a medical intuitive kind of scan examination, it's my Virgo friends that I call upon, because I know, like, some of my tinctures and healing salves are made by a Virgo. They are these natural healers, and they have this precision, a methodology, a structure that they use and go by that I trust, because they hold themselves to a certain standard that they're only going to feel well within themselves if they have a certain level of precision, preciseness, correctness, as they see fit. So yeah, the Virgo energy is very, if we want to talk about the excess in diet, if we want to take it to like health habits level, which Virgo is very concerned with, what their food palette is and how their body is functioning. They have very sensitive systems, and that's metabolism systems and also sensory systems. They like things that feel nice. They like things that process well. Virgo doesn't like excess. They like clean spaces with not a lot of clutter. They like simplicity, because they like to take things so deep, and they will travel into complexity, but they like to simplify that process. And I find them to be great researchers too. Virgo is kind of this like heartbeat rhythmic. There's a rhythm to the structure, okay? And yeah, there's kind of this tempo, this rhythm. They like structure to organize themselves so that they can explore and expand in a very precise, researched, kind of narrowed vision way. And so that they can go in deep and extrapolate, and take that content and distill it down so that they've got like some sort of essential truth. It's Mercury, it's the mind. They have a mental aptitude to communicate and research whatever they want to focus on. So Virgo in the zodiac, it's the Virgin. It's the Pisces on the opposite end is the Christ energy. It's that Piscean age of Christ and the Virgin. Out of the dark comes the light. Out of the dark of the vast cosmos of dark space comes the light of the Big Bang. Comes the light of day. It's this duality of like night and day. So this Virgo and energy is a really nice time, and this new moon time, to create healthy structural habits, to upgrade. I'm always talking about upgrading habits and performing just like better for yourself, for your body vessel. There's this whole study called nutrigenomics, and it's basically how nutrition turns on our DNA and activates certain epigenetic kind of strands in our DNA. Well, we have a two-strand DNA, the double helix, and there's certain not hexagrams, but what's it called? Like codons, basically, in the genetic strand that are activated, and the way we eat can turn on, genetic disease, or it can turn on the genetic potential. And this Virgoan energy really, we can utilize this time to organize ourselves, organize our habits, set priorities, and follow through with some of these goals that we have for ourselves, and to really set a rhythmic structure that works for you personally. It doesn't have to look, like anybody else is doing it, That's not what Virgo is about. It's not about pleasing, the other. It's about pleasing the body and perfecting, the systems that you have in place for the living structure of your life, your habits that are going to make you a high performance human. And so we're all wanting to, we want to feel better, right? I mean, and there's infinite growth in what feeling better looks like. We're always learning more about health and wellness and genetics and the brain, and it's incredible. I've been recently taking this L-tyrosine, an omega strand that's for like healthy brain functioning, and it's like one capsule a day, and it's really made a difference. When I have my afternoon slump, I take the supplement, and boom, I feel like I perform better when I'm giving body work, and my energy stops draining out. It like kind of, it's a brain thing. So anyway, there's endless opportunities for just creating a more holistic model for ourselves that we can practice and make habit and kind of set new lifestyle trends for ourselves. And using this Virgoan energy is really setting us up for, the fall and winter ahead. Our immune systems are going to be going through this changing process, and Virgo's really helping us set a healthy structure to transition into the next seasons. So I hope that you all can goal set and eliminate any excess things in your household, in your diet, in your habits that are causing fatigue and kind of pulling you down vibrationally, and perhaps implement a healthy thing or two to insert to create more amplification and energy in your system. Okay, so Virgo New Moon, that's what it's about. And to me, there's so much more. There's so many aspects happening now. Venus is stationing retrograde in Libra. So Venus is going into shadow, and it's got some hard aspects coming up. It's in a opposition to Mars, or in a square to Mars and Capricorn. It's going to be interesting. There's a fixed cross happening. So there's, a lot of other aspects, and we are really learning about the hard work it takes to manifest our dreams, but how rewarding that work can be. I mean, it might be like hard work in that we have to transmute a lot of our fears and inhibitions to accomplish like what our true dream essence of our life is as we can see it at this point. But the reward of the work, I mean, Saturn is like, you got to work for this, but it also bestows the reward. So it's allowing the work innately to be fulfilling. And I think that that's part of the Virgo energy too. It's like, yeah, making these changes and alterations to our lifestyle. It can be a little bit of like work, but it's actually going to bring more vitality and energy. It's like the reward. It's nothing from the outside in. It's like no one's pressuring you to do this. This is for you knowing that this feels good. This feels right. This makes my heart and soul happy. And this gets my dopamine levels up, and true chemical and energetic freedom and happiness. So it's like an inside out inspiration rather than like, you've got to do this, from the outside in. It's, this is really about becoming optimal. So, okay, thank you so much for checking it out. Also, my online chakra course is starting in 3 weeks, basically. 3 weeks, and I'm super excited we've got a few people signed up. It starts on Sunday, September 23rd, and I'm excited to see how this group coalesces. This is going to be an incredible container that's going to take us through the fall, winter, and spring. It starts on the fall equinox, ends on the spring equinox, so it's really going to get us through that winter season and keep us in line and support the mind, body, heart, soul, energy, connection, keeping that synergized as we go through the holiday season and the dead of winter, and how, for me, fatiguing that can be when our light is the lowest in the northern hemisphere, and to give us tools and techniques to really utilize the energies of that time, of that season, to give us this rich, deep, amplifying energy that's going to teach us so much about the spirit path, you know, and how to really create from that fully integrated space of an awakened self. Okay, so contact me, email, Facebook message, or so many ways. Text me, call me. A lot of ways to get in touch with me, to ask any questions about that journey. So, okay, I think that's all. Below this video, there is going to be another video that's going to offer some tools and techniques that I shared with at a presentation I gave in Jasper for the Lounge series last week. A week ago, Thursday, yeah. And so if you want to, you know, have some meditative tools and techniques, that'll be in the second video below. So, okay, happy new moon. It's on Sunday, okay, the 9th, and I hope it's a really rich, good, fulfilling one. Also, in this new moon energy, Jupiter, Saturn, Mars are all visible to us in the sky. I saw Jupiter's 4 visible moons the other night. It was just spectacular, beautiful. I mean, Jupiter has 79 moons. It's incredible. We always think of like the moon. We have the one on Earth, and Jupiter is 79. It's just like so cool. And we saw 4 of them in a telescope at the park the other night. It was just excellent, beautiful. And Saturn's rings and the dust storm on Mars. It's just like, the solar system is incredible. And even though the astronomer and I differed in the effects of these planetary bodies on us, he thinks they're so far away, there's no way they have effect. I'm like, well, the sun is so far away and we couldn't live without it. It's obviously heating us up, and we couldn't live without the moon because it's pulling on the oceans and giving us tides and all this planetary movement. And there's no way in my feeling that these planetary bodies sharing the solar system with us don't affect us. But, you know, we all have different opinions about it all, and that's what makes the world go round. So, anyway, we can all appreciate the beauty of Jupiter's moons, though, no matter where we stand. So, that was excellent viewing. Okay, so contact me. Much love to you all, and I will see you very soon for the Aries full moon on the 23rd, I believe. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.